We move straight to the small village of Betrikov in the Czech Republic, where the cross-country skiing race Jizerska Padesa was settled. Jizerska Padesa is the second event in the FIS Marathon Cup, which was instituted in 1999. The FIS Marathon Cup is a long-distance cross-country skiing series, which this year contains 10 races. Anybody who wants to can enter the competition, and as always, the event is surrounded by a lovely atmosphere. Conditions were fine in the Czech Republic this day, and several thousands of skiers were ready to race the 50 kilometers to the finish line. It is a very popular race, and in the elite class, a couple of names stood out from the rest. Last year's winner and overall champion Marco Catino, the home favourite Stanislav Rizek, and the two-time champion Oskar Svärd from Sweden were three of the favourites. Also in the field, two Norwegians with high ambitions.
The last 2 years I just taken part with no ambitions, but this summer I decided I wanted to try to train hard and see if it was possible to win some of these long distance marathon races. So this year I have trained much more and is in much better shape than last year. So maybe I am strong enough now to fight for top 3.
It's to be on the podium. Top 3 is the ambitions, but it's a lot of good skiers there, and the weather is a little bit. We don't know how much it's going to snow and if it's going to snow during the race. So, but the ambition is to be on the podium, top 3, and of course to be on the top is what I really want.
So everything was set for an exciting race as the skiers lined up for the start. The elite in front and the regular exercisers a bit further behind. After 9 kilometers, Estonia's Andres Virpulu gained a small lead, but a lot of the top skiers were still close by. Thomas Alsgaard was struggling just a bit to keep up.
Virpulu got a bit of a gap, 5 meters back to Reerschak, and we've got some familiar faces, of course. After 9Ks, Aline, Auckland, Svärd as well. Alsgaard struggling at the back. Oh, he's working hard, he needs to attach to the group.
After almost half the race, Alsgaard was up with the others, even leading the field as they passed the 22-kilometer mark. The women's competition was supposed to be a fight between last year's winner Jenny Hansen and Swedish compatriot Sandra Hansen. But this year it didn't seem like Jenny has what it takes as Sandra got off to a solid lead. A lead which she held all the way to the finish, and she crossed the line an impressive 7 minutes ahead of Jenny Hansen, and she didn't even look tired.
Well, look at the finish, she's still strong. Double poling it all the way through. Sandra Hansen takes the victory, a convincing victory I must say, and just under the 2-hour 30 mark.
It was a really nice race here. It's the first time for me, and I am really impressed of this race.
As the men were approaching the end, 5 skiers had managed to break free. And to no surprise, it is Thomas Alsgaard and Jørgen Ortland of Norway, Oskar Svärd of Sweden, Marco Catino of Italy, and carried by the crowd, Stanislav Rizek of the Czech Republic.
Alsgaard shows you that it's a 50k race. Remember, he was off the back after 9. Svärd coming up beside him now as they're going to see the finish line. There it is ahead of them. Alsgaard versus Svärd. Svärd 209 on his chest. He looks strong. He's got a little bit of an advantage. Alsgaard, he hasn't got enough. Svärd takes the victory here in the Czech Republic. And that's victory number 3 for Oskar Svärd.
Alsgaard pushed him all the way to the finish line, but Oskar Svard is the king of the Jizerska Padesa race. In the last 100 metres, he used all the willpower in his body to win and take his third title in this classic event.
I love Jizerska. That's my third victory here and I'm very, very happy. It was a tough race with a little bit different condition. Quite wet down here and more cold up in the uphills, but my workers have done very good work and I'm very satisfied with the race.
And with those words, we leave the snow in the Czech Republic for some astonishing basketball action.